How's it going, everyone? It's your girl Rocket Gal. Welcome to another summoning session. We've got Attuned, Micaiah, and Rearmed Sothe here, along with a portion of the Dawn Brigade. I think we're forgetting a couple of people, most importantly Nolan, so that kind of sucks. But with all that being said, let's just get right into it. Yeah, definitely cool to finally get the Dawn Brigade. Definitely very much deserved. And definitely cool that Edward got very good treatment here. He is a very good unit. So yeah, and honestly, the new Breath of Life 4 skill seemed pretty insane. Hopefully I'll be able to get a copy of that. But hey, we shall see how RNG decides to award me. If you're curious, here are what the rates look like. You know, nothing super surprising or anything. You know, green good, everything else bad. I mean, I guess a Leonardo. Oh, alright, Sue, off to a great start. I always kind of wanted to like merge up the Sue and get her refine and build her up, because it's definitely a cool-ish refine, I think. Oh, okay, not bad, not bad. Yeah, she's got quick mullet gear, which is actually pretty cool. I think, yeah, foes cannot counterattack, so it's definitely a very interesting weapon, definitely very neat. So yeah, definitely always want to try to merge her up, but I got priorities. I gotta go for the ones I really like. So Sue's just gonna have to do with what she has. But yeah, the rates aren't too bad. And yeah, I hope if you're summoning that you have some good luck, because you know, with RNG, it is up in the air how you're going to do. Wow, this is a nice circle. So basically what we're going to do is do all colors, except blue, of course, because there's no focus there. And then, once I get one Edward, I don't know, do I want multiple? Because I don't know if I want to inherit Breath of Life 4 to someone. It's definitely really nice, but I don't know. But I think the current plan is to get maybe one, yeah, probably just one Edward, and then for the rest of it, just snipe green and colorless. Because definitely the Rearmed and Attuned units are the highest priority. Although, let's be honest, Breath of Life 4 and Edward are kind of insane. And honestly, when I played the story maps today, they gave me a little bit of trouble. Like, Edward was super fast, really hard to take down. Definitely seems like it's gonna be pretty strong. God Sword. So yeah, anyone who's an Edward fan, you should probably be pretty happy with what he got, because he got his Khalid Bulg weapon. He's got really good fodder, really good unit in general. Yeah, no complaints, honestly. I don't really remember using Edward that much when I played Radiant Dawn. I just used him until I got good units, and then I was like, well, maybe you could go sit by the bench. It's nothing personal, but I don't want to use you anymore. I don't know. It feels kind of sad. I think maybe the next time I play Radiant Dawn, I will try to use the Dawn Brigade, like the 3 core Dawn Brigade people for the whole playthrough. But I don't know. After I got like the Ike squad, I'm like, fuck this. I don't need a Dawn Brigade. Just threw them in the trash. And I felt kind of bad doing that, because they got some cool ass weapons. But you know, it is what it is, right? So yeah. But overall, this banner is pretty interesting. This batch of new heroes. So let's see, what do we have? One thing that's interesting is Sothe, the Rearmed Sothe. Well, first of all, he has a new Rearmed dagger, and it's like more speedy kinda. It's whereas the Ginny one is more like, it's focused on slower units. So if you're a speedier dagger unit, this is the one that you're gonna want. And he also has this new, I believe it's called like Disarm Potent or something, which is pretty cool. I'm kind of glad they're adding the potent skills to more places. I was kind of afraid it was going to be just an Emblem Marth thing, but I'm glad more units are getting that. And yeah, it's pretty good. Definitely, it's nice that Disarm like Potent isn't just like, you know, just a disarm trap. Because Disarm Trap is only really useful in like one game mode, and then it's useless everywhere else. Disarm Potent is useful basically anywhere, you know? Like, obviously it has its thing in Ether Raids, but it has its merits in other game modes. So I think that's pretty cool. And it seems like anyone can, let me see. Alright, so it seems like only certain units, certain dagger units are able to get it, which is anyone except armors. But let's be honest, are you really going to give this to an armor dagger unit? Probably not. I mean, that'd be troll as hell, but... Ooh, Sothe. Okay, not bad. Not bad. She has some decent fodder. Close Call 3 is a good stepping stone to getting Close Call 4, so that's not too bad. I don't remember what her refine was. I think it was actually not too bad, but I also don't really remember, unfortunately. I'm also not the biggest fan of her art. She looks, I don't know. I just don't like it as much as her wedding version, her bride version. But cool. You know, I can't complain about 5-star. Really like that a lot. Pretty cool. So yeah, the potent skill, definitely pretty interesting. And definitely gonna be great on any speedier daggers out there, dagger units. So, and the fact that there's no, I mean, okay, yeah, you can't give it to armor units, but let's be honest, armor units don't want this. At least I don't think they do. So it's not really a big deal. But yeah, overall that's pretty cool. And then it's cool that Sothe has this new Bane skill. I don't remember if this was like specific to him in Radiant Dawn. I kind of don't think it was. I thought like assassin units, I forgot what the class names are. It's been so long. It's like Last Whisper or something. I don't remember. I think it was their specific skill, but I don't know if that was a Sothe only class or something. I really don't remember. But the more I read it, the more confused I am. I still to this day don't get it. I need to watch like a PM1 guide on that. If anyone could explain to me what Bane does, please let me know, because it's like, I don't know. If damage dealt prior to damage reduction calculation is less than foe's HP -1, set damage. Oh, hey, we got Ascended Merida. That is awesome. I really like this unit, even if she's not very good anymore. But her art is really cool, and she does have Vital Astra. That is awesome. But yeah, cool. I mean, wow, look at this. Don't we miss this? Having descriptions that don't take up to half the screen. I sure miss that. Man, plus speed too. That is actually nice. Alright, cool. But yeah, I just do not understand Bane to this day. I think it has something to do with like setting the unit's HP to 1 essentially, but I still understand the condition. I don't know, maybe I'm just really stupid, but I don't know. I just don't get it. I can't understand it, guys. I mean, what can I say? English ain't my first language. I mean, it's a language I use 99.9999% of my day, but it's like, I don't know, my first words were in Chinese, goddammit. So, yeah, I don't know. It's probably not just that. My English has always been shit. I was always more the math science person, and I was still in AP English and all those classes, but that was not my best subject. I struggled very much, and this brings some war flashbacks where I read a thing and I just don't fucking understand it, and the teachers think I'm a fucking moron, which they're not wrong. So, you know, it is what it is. And yeah, I don't know. It seems like a pretty good special, even if I don't totally understand it. I'm pretty sure it just gives you the big numbers, and that's what you want in Fire Emblem sometimes. So yeah, that's cool. And then Breath of Life 4, this is nice because this is inheritable to anyone. Ooh, we got Leonardo. Nice. Freedom's Arrow. My name is Leonardo. May I join you? I think I could support you well with my bow. Yes, you can. That is awesome. Alright, let's do that. Okay, cool. He's got like a bonus doubler bow, which is pretty nice. You know, for a free-to-play like option, that's pretty cool. Tag Red's finish 3 is not nice to have in the 3 and 4-star pool. And then we got Guard. Guard is, you know, it's whatever, but at least he has it as a 4-star unit, so that's pretty hype. I don't know if anyone else does. Oh wait, I think maybe Luthier does, now that I think about it, but I mean, you know, more Guard, right? Sure, why not? His art is cool. Definitely like that. Actually really nice for a 3 or 4-star unit, I gotta say. Who is the artist here? I'm not sure who that is. Shimomura Watari. Not totally sure who that is, but they did a very good job with this one. Very nice. Very cool. Alright. Anyways, I was talking about Breath of Life 4. So, yeah, pretty cool that this is... Like, you could give this to anyone. Like literally anyone. No weapon, no movement type. restrictions at all. And I've seen like this basically is one of those skills that can make Emblem Ike unkillable, which is scary because he's already pretty hard to take down without certain setups or certain matchups. But this almost makes him unkillable, which is, that's terrifying, right? I feel like every unit needs to have some sort of counterplay, and I feel like Emblem Ike is very close to a unit who is like, no matter what you do, you can't defeat him. Almost. I'm sure there are some like matchups that he can't win, but I feel like it's under very certain circumstances. With this new Breath of Life 4 skill, this really, really helps him a lot, because one of his main weaknesses is area of effect specials, and this is basically a big counter to that. It's also a big counter to pre-combat damage. That's another one of his weaknesses. And that combats that as well. So yeah, this skill is kind of insane, not gonna lie. And also, like, it's like you could use it for like your allies too. So you could just keep Edward, and then he could just park his ass near Ike, and you'll be fine. So yeah, I don't know if this is gonna be the death sentence of Duo Leon. It might be, because if you're in Summoner Duels and you're banning like teams, how are you supposed to know which team has the Breath of Life 4, right? So you'll never know whether is this gonna be a bad matchup for my Duo Leon? So it's gonna be a lot of mind games, I'm pretty sure. I guess if all 4 teams has Breath of Life 4, then I guess Duo Leon's just fucked and you just shouldn't run him anymore. It's kind of insane how one of the best units in the game has kind of been hard countered, but I guess just pre-combat damage in general has been hard countered. One of the best and most powerful and most broken mechanics in the game has now been hard countered. Well, maybe not hard countered, but countered in a way. So, you know how it is. IS creates a problem and sells us a solution, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. But hey, it's cool that they brought back this old skill again, Who knows? Maybe they bring back Defiant skills. I'm all for that. I'm all for them, taking, old skills that everyone, wipes their ass with and, making it something cool like this. This is really awesome. And, this gives people with Breath of Life 3, a lot more value now. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah. So definitely very exciting about that. I'm very curious how this is going to shake up the meta, especially in Summoner Duels. It's probably the most competitive game mode. Exciting times, honestly. Very excited to see how this goes. And then last character that I really want to talk about was Jared, a character that I don't remember and still don't know who the fuck he is. And the only thing that's really that I really wanted to pinpoint was that he has Pulse Smoke 3, which is pretty good. Pulse Smoke 3, it doesn't have a tier 4 skill just yet. Tough to say what they will give that down the line. Maybe it'll also inflict guard or something. I don't know. Or maybe a scowl effect, something like that. That'd be pretty broken. But yeah, at least it's nice to get that skill a lot more easier now. Which is about time, It's not like it's that good these days anyway, so might as well give it out free-ish. It's not really free. You need to give grails, but grails are free, currency, so, it's pretty good. It's pretty good that Jared's got that, even if I don't really know who the fuck Jared is, but I think he probably sucked, so... yeah, definitely pretty cool batch here, definitely exciting. Breath of Life 4, honestly, is probably the most exciting thing here. We shall see how this shakes up the meta, because I genuinely think this is going to shake up the meta quite a lot. Alright, so, we are heading into the first Spark soon, and we haven't gotten... we've got Leonardo, don't get me wrong, I love my boy Leonardo, but... I kind of want someone else, It's nothing personal, I just wanted more. Yeah, I just love complaining. Okay. Also, something I wanted to talk about were the weapon refines. So, we only got 5 weapon refines this time. No! Fuck! Oh, Oh man. Well, we got Leonardo again. Well, at least it saves me some feathers. This is plus speed. I think that's good. I think he's speedy-ish? Question mark. At the very least, he has attack res finish 3, so that's not bad. It's also not good. I hate color sharing. You know, you could have been a blue bow, you know? That would have been pretty high, but blue bow in the 3 and 4 star pool, that would have been cool. But instead, you're colorless, sharing with Sothe, so... yeah, it's, wow. I mean, you know, don't want to be negative. Leonardo's still cool. Love to get him. So, yeah, let's go to the Spark. Now, the question is, do I go... I think I should go for Sothe. Then that way I can skip out on colorlesses and that way I don't accidentally get jump scared by Leonardo again. And then I could just go for red and greens. I think that's the optimal thing to do here. So let's go for Sothe right now. Alright, well that kind of sucked a little bit. You know, the rate wasn't terribly high, but it was at 4%, you know. It wasn't low. Anyway, here is Sothe. I'm Sothe of the Dawn Brigade, here to protect Micaiah. Where is she? Yep. Micaiah this, Micaiah that. You know how it goes. Alright, here is Sothe. And I gotta say, the art is really good. I always really liked, his, what was, I think it was called Last Whisper or something like that. The Last Whisper class art, it looked really good. I gotta say, I mean, you know, for totally innocent reasons, not pervy reasons at all. Actually, this art looks cool. When the fuck did it get a dragon? I don't know the context behind this art, but it looks fucking dope. Seriously, I gotta play Tellus again. It's been like 3 years or something. It's been a while. So yeah, cool to get Sothe. And let us move on to the second Spark. Onwards and upwards, I suppose. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna skip on colorlesses for now, and hope we can get lucky, because that is the name of the game here. Anyways, so we got 5 weapon refines this time around. Was it 5 or was it 6? No, it was 5. Right. And you know, despite the number not being very big, some of them were actually pretty interesting, and I felt like none of them were total, like, throwaways. Like, all of them were, like, either really good or, like, at the very least, interesting, you know? So, let's kind of go over them. So, the first one we shall go over is Fallen Ike. So, this one is probably the most hyped one. Obviously, it is oh, what the fuck is this? I don't want any of these colors. Well, I guess blue, then. Maybe that's, like, the lowest chance of getting a 5-star. Okay, cool. Cool. That is very nice. Yeah, so for Fallen Ike, his was pretty awesome. I know some people weren't super big on it, like Oblivion, but I thought it was pretty good. So, he retains a distant counter, he's able to get +8 to everything in his stats, and he also has the Omni Unity. Yes! We got Micaiah! Woo! My name is Micaiah. Don't be afraid. Okay, well, I mean, you know, can't argue with that, right? Plus defense, that is odd. I hope I can get a better one down the line. Okay, so I guess all I really need now, I think we'll just continue to go with greens and reds, because I wouldn't mind getting more Micaiahs, and I still need an Edward. But here she is. She's very pretty. I don't remember, I'm pretty sure this is like her middle class. Like there's 3 classes, like there's the middle, the bottom, and the top one. The bottom one is like the normal Micaiah, and the top one is like Brave Micaiah. This is like the middle one, the middle class. I forgot it was called like Light Mage or something. Light Sage? It could be that, but I really don't remember. But definitely really great art here. I like Yune, so he's by her. Really cute there. Very green here. I know it's like Attuned, but like it is a bit green, and I'm surprised like her tome isn't, I'm pretty sure it's like wind based. It's not like light based like usual. But that's cool. And then this skill, definitely very nice, especially if you're running like the flared strike combo and you don't have like Kanto built in your weapon. This is what you're gonna want to get, you know? Actually, what else does she have? She has, actually, the attack res crux skill, not a bad option for flyers. Definitely a great supporting thing you can give out to someone. Yeah, definitely a pretty good unit. And I've seen like the combat with her, and like she just destroys units like attacks. It would be like -40 attack on them. It's like, what the fuck? That is insane. Alright, cool. Glad to get her. So I'm just missing Edward now. And then I'd get the full set. And when I mean full set, I mean the full set of the banner, not the full set of Dumb Brigade, because Nolan is nowhere to be around, nowhere to be seen. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, back to Fallen Ike's Refine. So yeah, disencounter, +8 to everything. And then he also has the Unity, that's like the main like selling point of Fallen Ike essentially. And then he also has anti-guard, that could be pretty useful in certain situations. And then he has 7 flat DR, and that's really good. Just because it's flat, you can't pierce it, and it has it includes brave attacks. That's really nice. Brave attacks have definitely taken a big hit recently, so it's good that you include that. And then he has DR piercing when special triggers. Now that is not super good, because most times you just want to give him Lagoo's Friend, and Lagoo's Friend has DR piercing in it. So this isn't great. As Oblivion has said, it takes up the refine economy. Like this, you could have given him anything else, but instead alright, we got Eldigan. Resplendent Eldigan looks great. I mean, look at that. To this day, it's still one of the best Resplendent outfits of all time. Drawn by Suzuki Rika. Let's fucking go. Alright, that's another merge. Let's fucking go.
Yourself.
No, shut up. Shut up, Eldigan. Or I'm gonna send you to your death. Wait, why did I summon on the blue? Well, anyways, back to Fallen Ike. So yeah, he really didn't want DR piercing in his weapon, because he most of the times he wants to just run Lagoo's Friend 4, and that has DR piercing, so this just wastes like an effect that you could have added onto the refine, but yeah, it is whatever, you know. And then he also gets cooldown acceleration at the start of the combat, and in this case it's 50% of the max cooldown count, which is pretty good. Especially if you're like running a Mayhem Ether, which for the most part I am. I was running Godlike Reflex for a little bit, but I think Mayhem Ether, this is not bad on him, honestly. Yeah, so overall, I think it's pretty good. I'm relatively satisfied by it. I mean, you know, it could be better. It could be worse, given that this is a DC weapon. So honestly, you should just be happy it wasn't just +8 to all stats. They could have done some shit like that, and that actually would have been kind of funny. But, you know, he got some decent stuff, and, you know, if you don't have Lagoo's Friend 4 on him, then the DR piercing isn't a waste. But I think generally his optimal build is with Lagoo's Friend 4, so it's a bit of an overlap. It's a bit unfortunate, but hey, sometimes that's just the way it is. And he's not a garbage unit. He's still pretty good. So, yeah, so overall, I'm pretty satisfied with his refine, for the most part. Not 100%, but still pretty good. Next is Apotheosis Anna, and honestly, this one is pretty good. I wasn't really expecting much from it. I didn't care too much about it because I didn't really care about the unit terribly much, but honestly, it's not bad. It's actually pretty good. So it gives her, like, the guidance warping, so, like, she can park her ass next to a unit, like, 2 spaces away from a unit, 2 spaces away from her, so that's actually pretty good, although it's not terribly good just because she's, ooh, nice, Lucia, Tireless Advisor, let's go. That's actually pretty awesome. Lucia, you know, she's fallen off a bit, but, you know, just the fact that she forces her opponents to not trigger their specials, that is insane. That is still really freaking good. So yeah, really nice to get her. Plus attack is actually really awesome too. I don't remember what the one I have is. It's probably like plus defense or some shit. So definitely really happy to get that. So anyways, yeah, well, same with Apotheosis Anna. So the warping is good, but it would have been better if she was 2 range. But it's still, you know, still pretty good. And then she has, she is able to give herself and her allies Canto 1 and Dodge. Those are some pretty decent effects, especially Canto. Like, you could give that to, like, armor units, flying units that don't have it in their weapon or kit or anything, which frees up their B skill and stuff. Infantry units, like, giving Canto 1 is really nice. Really nice. I really like that a lot. I think that is really solid. And Dodge, you know, it's pierceable, but when it's not pierced, it's a decent amount of damage reduction. Like, we can't lie about that. And then it's weird, she gets +5 to attack and speed and +4 to defense and resistance. Like, why not just +5 to everything and +4 to everything? I don't know what Intern Kun is cooking sometimes, but it is what it is. And then she also gets 7 HP healing at the end of combat. I feel like this HP healing is more to combat everyone just using units as, like, Gale Force beacons, essentially. But, you know, if you're not using them for Gale Force strats, it's pretty solid, you know? It's just weird, it's always, like, 7 HP, but, whatever. And then she gets stats based off the number of bonuses that she has. She gives herself 2, right off the bat, so that is pretty decent. She neutralizes her penalties, and then she gets speed-based true damage. All of this is really not bad. It really is pretty solid. I'm honestly pretty impressed. I don't know if I'll get... wait, no, I already did get it. So, alright, I already got it, and I think it's pretty solid. Pretty solid. I don't think it's solid enough for me to merge her, but she's gonna be a decent, like, supporting unit. I mean, she's already pretty decent with her ruse skill. But slap her with a ruse 4 skill, and she's gonna be pretty good. She's not gonna be as good as, like, Annette, who can, like, do it twice, but, you know, she's solid. I'd say she's a very solid unit. Very surprised that she got a lot of decent stuff, honestly. Like, if you're a huge Anna fan, you should be pretty happy with this, refine. Definitely better than I expected. So, yeah, definitely cool there. Next is Julian. The first thief in the franchise, my boy Julian, and he got a pretty decent refine as well. Well, he also got a new weapon. So he retains the cav effectiveness, which I always thought was kind of weird. Maybe it's to, like, fight Mathis or some shit. I really don't know. It's a little strange, but yeah, there's that. And then he gets +8 to all stats, speed-based true damage. He gets 30% DR. This is oh, what the fuck? He gets 30% DR. It is pierceable though, but it does include brave attacks, so there's that. And something that's actually really interesting, he has hardy bearing. This is not something that units get often. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Yeah, hardy bearing is not common. The only... Holy shit, what the fuck? Oh, okay, you know what? Fucking Apple TV keyboard, you just stay right there, you son of a bitch. My god. Oh! Yes! Apple TV keyboard brought us Edward! Let's fucking go! Oh my god. Alright, well, here we go. We got Edward. You can put your worries to rest. You have me. I'm Edward, a swordsman and member of the Dawn Brigade. Well, thank you, Edward. Thank you for finally coming home. Seriously, when is this keyboard going away? I think my sister's using the Apple TV or something. Oh my god, how hard is it for her to type AVGN? It's not that hard. But anyways, yeah, here we go. We got neutral IVs, which is not bad. You know, nothing wrong with a neutral IV unit, I'd say. It's pretty alright. If I'm being honest, like, I'm probably the minority in this. Not the biggest fan of his art. He looks way too young. He's not that... He looks like a young Edward. Or like an Edward that's like 2 or 3 years prior to the Radiant Dawn game, you know? It just looks a little on the younger side. I don't know if that's the direction they were going with this, but I can't say I'm the biggest fan. What I am a big fan of is this fodder. I mean, look at that. Godlike reflexes, buffer 4. Buffer 4. That is some good stuff. That is some swell shit. But the sweller shit here is Breath of Life 4. This is insane. So it's gonna be very reliant on your defense, which is a little bit strange, but definitely someone like Emblem Ike will take a lot of advantage of this. And then, like, ooh, I could think of like Brave Dimitri with this, Rinko with this. Yeah, imagine this for any like Lagoose Friend 4 unit. And that is a recipe for success. I think, yeah, like, how did it go from like, after combat, heal your allies for 2 HP, and then like go through this like fucking essay and this whole like fucking, you know, Tolkien trilogy of a fucking like description. It's like insane, man. It's, what is going on? Sometimes the word power creep is also kind of insane. It's just so much words now. It's, you know, we got into like, what's it called? Like complexity power creep. Yeah, we've kind of gone way overboard in my opinion, but it's too late now. But yeah, it's cool to get Edward and it's cool to get everyone, so let's just keep going because we might as well, we're pretty close to that final spark, so might as well go for it. So yeah, so Julian, what was I saying? So yeah, Hardy Bearing is great. I can only ever think, I think the only other unit that has it built into their kit is legendary Lelena, who is a really good unit. Although she is like AoE specific, while you know, Julian isn't necessarily. But it's definitely something very important to think about because Hardy Bearing is pretty broken. In some circumstances, of course. He also has bonus stealer, which makes sense because he is a thief. Ooh, Larce, nice. I love to get copies of Larce. Why did that sound so like fucking sarcastic? No, I like Larce. I like Larce a lot. Nice. I don't even know why I'm looking at her IVs because I have her Forma. It doesn't even matter, but I love to get a copy of her, so that's pretty awesome. So yeah. And then Julian, ooh, that's a circle. Yeah, so he has bonus stealing, and then he has the special cooldown +1 per attack situation. That's always pretty nice as well. And then he also has, oh, what the hell? 5 stars! Woo! We got Naomi. If I'm being honest, I didn't think Naomi's, like, as a unit here is very good. Nor is she very good in Sacred Stones, I'm gonna be honest. But her art, like, I gotta say, like, this is insane. Like, one of the better arts in the game. Like, pretty good. Really pretty, too. Like, or maybe not pretty, like, pretty cute. Especially this one. Like, this one's just kind of adorable. I don't know. She gives me, like, Sakura vibes from, like, Naruto. A little bit, except, like, more gentle. So, yeah. Well, I guess we filled up our bubbles, but we're not really going to be summoning after this circle, probably. Like, not terribly much, so it's probably going to be wasted, but it, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, I got all the units on the banner, so I can't complain. So, it's... Oh my god! Woo! We got another Edward! Actually, this is awesome. I should probably fodder him off to a rearmed unit that I have and just, like, start duplicating Breath of Life, because this actually is pretty fucking insane. Yeah, just give it to your bulkiest unit, and they're not gonna die. I'm pretty sure they can't die. Dying is just off the menu, you know? Cool. Yeah, definitely happy to get a copy of him. Very nice. And also, okay, so back to Julian. So he has, after all that, and he also has 7 HP healing at the end of every combat, so that's pretty nice as well. Overall, Julian's refine, not bad either. Yeah, definitely wasn't expecting much from him. But yeah, definitely pretty happy with it. Pretty solid. Hardy Bearing is the most interesting thing. I don't know necessarily what to do with it, but something that can definitely help out. At the very least, it's nice to have, you know, because it is an effect that is not very common. It's either a seal or you don't have it, for the most part, because no skills really have it yet. And I kind of hope that stays that way for now. I guess we're nearing our final circle soon, so see how that goes. But in any case, let's move on to Summer Selena. This is a unit I kind of forgot existed, but this is actually how Selena was introduced in Fire Emblem Heroes before her normal ult was out. So she got a pretty decent one. So she has, like, she inflicts -6 to its speed and resistance on foes within 6 rows or columns, which is pretty good. And then in combat, she does another additional -5 speed and resistance, and then she neutralizes their speed and resistance bonuses on foes. So she's just destroying all her opponents' like speed and resistance, man. What can I say? It's kind of a lot. And then she has attack-based true damage. That's always really nice because the more attack you give, the more damage you're gonna dish out. That's really, oh my fucking god! Alright, well, better late than never. He's just like, well, you know, I've been late to the party. You know how it goes sometimes when you're late to a party, you gotta bring the chips and dip, right? And he's, you know, bringing 3 versions of himself, you know? I ain't complaining, you know? This is the best way to end a summoning session, I'd say. Woo! Alright, that is very cool. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be duplicating some Breath of Life. Oh my god, another 5-star. Let's fucking go! Hellbindi! I actually kind of forgot this unit existed. I guess because he died, so he doesn't really have any story relevance anymore, but hell fucking yeah. That is cool. Anyways, back to Summer Selena. What else does she have? So she also gives out the Hexblade effect to both herself and her allies. That is actually pretty interesting. You know, Hexblade's not the most OP thing in the world, but it's not bad. It's not terrible. And then another really cool thing is that she spreads the preventing counterattack status to her foes. Which is pretty good. I mean, you know, there's ways to get around that. There's a lot of units have no-see disrupt in their kits and stuff. Well, maybe not a lot, but a decent number of, like, the top tier units do. So, it's not going to be great all the times, but for, like, most units, it's definitely very, very helpful. And then she has full no follow-up in her weapon. That is pretty nice as well. So, overall, I'm surprised. It's not a bad weapon refine. Hexblade, it's not terrible. So yeah, Hexblade, and ooh, it's got another Leonardo. Not 5-star this time, but it's great to see you again, Leo. Let's go. Alright, we are moving on to our second spark, and I guess we'll go for Micaiah. Go for another one of her. So yeah, overall, Summer Selena, very solid unit, and she did pretty well. And then last and certainly least, but not a terrible unit, is Nemesis. Nemesis, He has, like, up to... Oh, well, I guess we gotta keep summoning because I don't want to just end off the summoning session like this. So, let's summon a little bit more. Last circle. Just so we can talk about Nemesis. So yeah, Nemesis, he gets up to 75% damage reduction, which is kind of a lot, but this is pierceable. But there's a caveat in that it does include area of effects damage, which is actually pretty big, honestly, because not that many units can reduce area effects all the time. If you have Goto, you definitely can, but not everyone's gonna have Goto on their team or whatever, so there's that. And then he could get up to 75, or plus 75. He could get up to plus 17 to everything during combat, which is nothing to sneeze at, of course. You know, it's just stats, but, you know, plus 17 to everything, that is solid, you know, that's a solid, you know, stat swing. And then he gets a special cooldown +1 per attack situation. He inflicts guard during combat, and he also gets 7 HP healing after combat. Another one. That's like 3 in one batch, which is, yeah, it's not a bad effect to have. So definitely a pretty decent unit. Not terribly good, but he's alright if he's a merge project. I'm not gonna tell you he's horrible, but I don't think he's anywhere near as good as someone like Fallen, what's his face? Fallen, the guy from Path of Radiance. Why am I blanking on his name? Ashnard. Yeah, he's not as good as Fallen Ashnard or anything. So, yeah, definitely a bit of a letdown, but he's not bad. He's really not that bad. So I guess no real point summoning that. So I guess that was our final Summon of Destiny. And I guess that about covers this summoning session. Overall, very good. Very solid summoning session. I can't believe we got so many Edwards. That was pretty legendary. We were complaining a little bit about, like, where are all the Edwards? And he was like, oh, you want more Edwards, do you? Okay, here's 3. So, yeah, I cannot complain with that because he's a fantastic unit with some fantastic fodder. And, yeah, very happy to get him. To get the 3 copies, of course. But yeah, let me know how you did on this banner if you summoned on it. Are you summoning on this banner? Or are you skipping out? Were you hoping for, like, an OC character? I mean, I was pretty surprised, too. No OCs, no Snake Girl or Bird Girl, so that was a little bit shocking, to be honest. Or are you going to be saving up for summer banners? Summer banners are coming up soon, so watch out for your wallets because some hot beach babes and dudes are coming for your money. So yeah, that about covers this summoning session of the latest Fire Emblem Heroes banner. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.